people get involved in your campaign. They say, you know what, I love this woman, I love what she's doing, she's fighting for us. This is John Villarreal reporting for Conservative New Media.
Conservative New Media peeps, what's up? It's me, John D. Villarreal. Paula Villarreal is on the line over there, and my girlfriend Salma's on the line in Israel, but she's silent and chilling. She wants to see firsthand the explosiveness that we're going to deliver here, that Megyn Kelly already delivered a nuclear hydrogen bomb on Kirsten Powers and blew her up live on America Live. This was just moments ago. We have a link right now to this explosive video where it was just total destruction. I mean, you've never seen a beatdown like this on TV before. Two women going straight at it. And Megyn Kelly, I mean, seriously, if this was an MMA fight, it would have been stopped in the first round, and yet somehow, like Megyn Kelly's like Brock Lesnar and threw the ref out of the ring and kept beating on her, kept beating on Kirsten Powers, the quote-unquote Frank Mir in this situation for another 4 rounds. I mean, it was unbelievable. So here's what happened, basically. Summary. Megyn Kelly asked Kirsten Powers about this Black Panther and the DOJ whistleblower case. She already had on Brad Sherman, I think I've got this right, Congressman Brad Sherman from California, Democrat, who basically was at a town hall and was asked straight up by a constituent, an older lady, hey, what's up with this? We're really worried about what we've heard about this whistleblower, DOJ whistleblower case and the voter intimidation case. What's up with that? And then he says he didn't know, he wasn't familiar with the facts of the case on the voter intimidation thing with Shabazz and the Philadelphia thing. Dude, you'd have to be in a friggin' cave to not know about this, okay? No, listen, let me tell you. In my personal opinion, they all know about it. It's all in the talking points. Nobody wants to talk about it because it's freaking killing them. Every poll shows that they are losing massive support with the with whites, okay, the Democrats, Obama, and they're losing big support now with Hispanics as well. We're going to have a CNN premium exclusive special on the whole state of play right now, the Political Insider. That's going to come up later. Now, here's what you also have to put on this. So this is all set up on this. It's not just one case. It's Kenneth Gladney, okay? We've chucked out that. This is a guy that got beat down allegedly by some SEIU thugs in Missouri. We also have breaking in a somewhat related situation, the allegation that was done by a study, an extensive study in Minnesota, that Norm Coleman was beat by funny man Stuart Smalley for the Senate by what may have been the decisive votes of convicted felons. Okay, now let's not even throw on, but let's do it right now. On top of this, the awesome new movie by my girl, Hollywood super producer Bettina Viviano, and the director Gigi, that shows the actions in the 2008 Iowa caucuses and the Democratic primary, where the allegations are that there was some maybe shenanigans and maybe some thuggery going on in relation to some of these caucuses. The allegations that are explosive made in that type of film was that people would go with Hillary stickers, African Americans, minorities, women, this and that, whatever, all types of people, and they would be turned away at the caucus. Oh no, your precinct's over here. Oh, we can't find your names on the voter rolls. And the Obama voters were just waved right in. And there was a legion of these from what I understand, my personal opinion, of these kinds of allegations. Now you weave all this together with the unbelievably explosive allegations by the DOJ whistleblower that supposedly there was a quote-unquote policy by the Assistant Attorney General, Miss or Mrs. Rodriguez, I don't know if she's married or not, that basically she wasn't interested in taking cases, you know, against where there's an African American or other national minority as a defendant when the plaintiff is white or something like that in these voting rights cases. Now, if you don't know what's going on and you're a sitting congressman, dude, you're out to lunch, okay? You shouldn't be serving. Point blank, period, number one. Number two, that's unbelievably explosive, unbelievably serious. And now we have analyst Kirsten Powers, who I normally like. She's normally fairly legit. For a Democrat, how legit are you going to get? She tries to sort of be the David Frum of a Democrat, if you will, in a way. But they know this is killing them now. This right here, as we said in our CNN exclusive, that this story could be the demise of the Obama administration at the polls. Now, of course, the guy's in there till 2012, but you know what I mean? I mean, politically, the guy could be lame duck after this. If this story keeps going and it cuts, I believe the talking points are out, whether it's through journalists or the new journalists or the DNC or whatever like that, that they are just going to try to wipe this off the page. And again, I will give him credit. I don't always give him credit because sometimes he's like whatever. But Bill O'Reilly went out there and Beck and other. Fox News has done an unbelievable job, and of course led by Rush, who's the god of all conservatism, and basically said, at least modern, said, you know what? That none of the other networks are talking about this. Blackout on MSNBC, blackout on CNN, blackout on all the major networks. That's what they said. I don't know. I've monitored all the coverage. But the place that I've actually seen it is on seen it is on Rush and Fox. We can't find it anywhere else. And so now the idea that Kirsten Powers comes on Fox News with Megyn Kelly, who everybody knows is super smart and freaking hot and badass because she lays it out to him. She's like the female version of CNN on Fox. But they need our firepower directly. You know that. And the CNN army. So she goes on there and it's just a total destruction. Kristen Powers tries to spin it and Bush and GAO and mommy he did this and daddy he did this and without dealing with it. And I didn't think it was a big deal. Paul, you saw this. This was one of the biggest beatdowns we've ever seen on TV. What do you make of this?
Look, I make of it that Kirsten Powers got totally obliterated. Can Megyn Kelly just brought the heat, brought the wood, she brought the smarts. Kirsten Powers wasn't ready for this. She wasn't ready to just get factually annihilated, which is exactly what happened to her. She was coming on with certain little talking points of the left, which is, this isn't a big deal, and Bush did this. Megyn Kelly just brought up fact, stuff like, hey, what are you talking about? They were definitely trying to intimidate these people. There's stories about how they're saying you can't vote for, apparently, you can't vote if you're not voting for a black guy. It's like, what are you talking about? Megyn Kelly just flat out called her out and said, don't come on unless you know the facts. Don't make me cut your mic. Now, Kirsten Powers just thought, I'm going to look blonde and pretty and do left-wing hacking points, and she got annihilated.
Look, Kirsten Powers, from what I understand, is a contributor to Fox. That means she gets paid. She gets paid to go on national TV. You better know what you're talking about, okay? Let's just step with that. Number one. Number two, I don't want to hear about this. Bush isn't in office, dude. He's been out of there for a long time. I thought your guy there, Obama, was gonna, by his own words, the seas were gonna lower an array of light and everything was gonna be great. I have people in my family. I don't want to embarrass them and name names. These people have PhDs and were telling me, Obama's the smartest president ever. Like Lincoln is. Before the dude's even in office, I'm like, you know what? You're wrong. You're gonna be embarrassed by this guy. You're gonna see facial. What's up now, bro? What's up now, dude? You better take that PhD and burn it and rip it up because obviously I don't know if it means anything.